This is Vargas back again in Vargas Volt 3.0. Back again with another pickup video. I apologize because this is like the fourth pickup video that I've recorded. But like I said, I've had a couple of stuff here piling up for the last X number of months. I really don't know how many months it's been since we've tried to set up the house. And me personally, I've tried to organize this movie room. Still work in progress. I just got organizing the comic books and the movies that I talked previously, but I need to clear up this pile because I need to move stuff. So yeah, I still have 3 piles to talk about, and this is where it's probably gonna get a little sketchy because I legit don't remember what I've talked about. I'm pretty sure I've kept this separate, but don't quote me on that. So if I've already talked about stuff, some of this stuff, I apologize. My memory is not as good as it used to be, and yeah, so sorry. But I want to talk about some stuff that I've picked up, and I hope you guys bear with me. So, between the move, work, family, and so on, I really haven't had that much time to sit down and play video games. However, when I do come across a video game cheap, I do pick it up because it's a cheap video game and I collect video games. But I do need to sit down, and once things cool off, the movie room's set up, the kids' rooms is properly set up, and we're all done with the little fixes that, when you move into a house, things need to get fixed. I would like to have some more free time to catch up on my movies and video games. But I was able to get 2 video games. This was a gift from Movie Freak Bazaar. He gave it to me. Him and his crew gave this to me, and I really, really appreciate it because I've been wanting this game, and it's Tales from the Borderlands. Telltale Games. Telltale Game series. This is the production that did Batman video game, The Walking Dead video game series, Back to the Future, and all of those I want to get. I need Season 2 of The Walking Dead on PlayStation 3, and I want to get the Back to the Future one because I freaking love Back to the Future. But this is from Borderlands. Borderlands 1 and 2 were amazing. I really, really liked them. I like the art style that went... It's a first-person shooter, but it's like in this desolate wasteland world. But I like the art style. It's kind of cell shading, but it's the art style that they're going for. And you pick up all these crazy guns. I need to get the pre-sequel, but this one's pretty cool because it's an adventure game. If you played The Walking Dead or the Game of Thrones one that I also need to get, you know what it is. It basically follows the story, and at a certain point in time, you can branch out and make a decision, and that affects the game. I think that mechanic is really cool. And I really like the Borderlands universe, so super, super happy to add this one, thanks to them. For the 3DS, gave it some love. I picked up Project X Zone, which is a giant crossover game between Capcom, Namco, and Sega. And it's an RPG, so I know I'm going to invest a couple of hours in this, but it has all the characters from those series crossing over. And I remember hearing about this and being super hyped for it. Because it has Mega Man, it has Tekken, it has Street Fighter, it has Devil May Cry, it has Virtua Fighter, just a whole bunch of characters. Resident Evil, even has Space Channel 5 for crying out loud. So, really looking forward to sinking my teeth into that one. This is where it's going to get a little sketchy. I really hope I don't talk about duplicates. At least the last ones, I'm not 100% sure. If I have, I apologize. Picked up the Randy Macho Man, the Randy Savage story, Macho Man. Ooh yeah, brother. Many months ago, I bought the Macho Man collection, and that one has the matches. This one is the documentary. My buddy Movie John has a amazing box set that has both of those discs. It has, memory serves me right, the glasses, a t-shirt, amazing box set. I wish I could get that, but I picked up the that DVD thinking it had the documentary, but it's just matches. This one's the documentary, so yeah, I'm hoping the matches it doesn't include as many matches, because the thing about the box sets that sometimes WWE releases is that they repeat some of the matches. So I'm hoping that's not the case on this one, but really, really happy I was able to find the Macho Man because I freaking love the Macho Man. Still need the Ultimate Warrior one and Jake the Snake. Pick Your Poison. I want to get those and the Eddie Guerrero story. Those three are DVDs that I need to get. Also, the Hell in a Cell one. I need to get the Hell in a Cell one. Picked up for my daughter because she likes Barbie and her sisters, and this is Barbie and her sisters, The Great Puppy Adventure. Have a whole bunch of Barbie DVDs I've bought for her, and she likes them. She watches them. So yeah, she even watched the TV show. So Barbie for her. Grab these two here. Oh, I want to talk about these. Come on. There we go. Picked up some anime. I picked up Trigon. Like Trigon, this is an anime that I've been trying to track down for a while. The other one I'm missing is Cowboy Bebop. If you have not seen Trigon or Cowboy Bebop, give them a watch. They're amazing. But this is, I don't know what the volume, because this unfortunately doesn't have a volume, but this is Trigon Project Seeds and Trigon High Noon. Really good. If you like gunslinger animes, that and Cowboy Bebop is amazing. Picked up Moby Dick with Gregory Peck, an adaptation of the movie. There's another one with Thor, Chris Hemsworth, but I've never seen this one, so I wanted to pick this one first and see how that is. I've read the book, really good book. I want to see the movie. Finally found a copy of this one. I don't know why I had such a hard time getting a copy of this. But this is The Road. It's a post-apocalyptic movie about a dad and his son trying to survive the wasteland. They encounter shitty people. They're trying to find safe haven. The movie's kind of a downer. I don't want to spoil it, but it's kind of a downer movie. And it doesn't really leave you clear what's going to happen to the characters. But I really like that one. Really, really like that one. Picked this one up, Wagons East. Not 100% sure. I remember this is the last movie I heard he starred in, but I don't know if it's the last movie that released with him. But this is John Candy's possibly last movie. John Candy was great. Uncle Buck, The Great Outdoors, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He was in Home Alone. Cool Runnings is one I really, really like him in. Such a shame that John Candy died, but yeah, I remember wanting to see this one, but never got around to it. Now I own a copy, so I want to see that. Picked up a copy of, because I didn't have it, Miss Congeniality 2. The first Miss Congeniality is really cool, even though the idea of Sandra Bullock being fugly is ridiculous. Because this is before she got that weird operation that kind of messed up her face. Miss Congeniality too, and Sandra Bullock was great in Demolition Man. He was and Speed. She was great in Speed, and then she made Miss Congeniality, and that was pretty cool. It had William Shatner and everything. But yeah, I picked up the second one. Not as good as the first one. This one, I'm really glad I finally picked it up. It has a little damage. The disc has, but I bought it, I think, from a flea market. But this is really good, and this is the deluxe collector set, which is something I haven't seen on Blu-ray. I haven't seen something that has come in this. The thing I like about DVD is that it comes in these really cool collector sets with artwork and boxes and everything. And this is the collector's edition of Boogie Nights, starring Mark Wahlberg and Burt Reynolds. And it's about the porn industry. Definitely not something I'll be able to watch with my kids, but it comes with a nice little book and nice foreword by the director and the 2 discs. I love the packaging of these things, and I don't know why DVD doesn't release that. But the collector's edition of Boogie Nights, it's a really, really interesting movie. They, I had no idea how much they actually stuck to real events, because a lot of thing about these movie adaptations is that they tend to make things a little bit more spectacular to attract people. So don't know how accurate that is to actual events, but it's a good movie. It really is a good movie. Picked this up for my wife months ago because she's a huge Friends fan, and they did a spin off with Friends with Joey. Everyone else went their own way, but with Joey, Mont LeBlanc, they gave him his own TV show. It didn't last that long. I think it only lasted 2 seasons, and it turns out my wife doesn't like that show because it's not the same. The reason why it fell, it's not the same without the rest of the crew. But the first season of Joey, picked it up for my wife, and she didn't like it. Picked this one up. This is, I already own Jingle All the Way, but this is the extended director's cut, which I've never seen. I've seen Jingle All the Way a bunch of times because I own it and they pass it on TV during Christmas, but I've never seen the directed extenders cut. So, might be different, might just be a minute of new footage, but why not? Pick this one up. It's classic Goofy. Only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Goofy cartoons. There's a way better set. I picked up many months ago the Disney Treasures, Donald Duck, Pluto, and Mickey Mouse. That one has a whole bunch of their cartoons, and I want to get the Goofy one because Goofy is awesome. When I was a kid, I loved Goofy and then Donald. As an adult, I love Donald a lot more than Goofy. But this one doesn't have, unfortunately, the one where he's driving and the hockey game. Those are my favorite Goofy cartoons, and this thing doesn't have it. So if I ever come across the Disney Treasures Goofy collection, I'll pick it up. Picked up Wonder Woman. The real Wonder Woman. Season 2. The complete Season 2 of Wonder Woman. I love that cover. Linda Carter will always be Wonder Woman in my eyes. Gal Gadot looks like Wonder Woman when she's in the costume, but out of the costume, I'm sorry, I don't look at her and think Wonder Woman. Linda Carter, however, she's freaking Wonder Woman. I'm sorry, she looks like Wonder Woman. She's built like Wonder Woman. She will always be Wonder Woman, much like Christopher Reeves will always be Superman, and Michael Keaton will always be Batman. But picked up the second season. I have the first one, so I need the second season of Wonder Woman in a beautiful metallic-looking thing. And picked up the last season, Season 3 of Wonder Woman. This one, in Season 1, she was fighting against Nazis. Season 2 and 3, she got into modern times. Season 4 got kind of crazy because in an episode she was skateboarding, so they were really desperate to make this thing relevant. But I still love it. And again, Linda Carter is Wonder Woman. Any way you want to tell it to me, she's Wonder Woman. And the last thing I want to talk about, and again, if I've already shared these, I apologize. They're in the pile of stuff that I haven't talked about, so I'm going to talk about them. But picked up Doctor Who, and I did set up these together, so I'm assuming I haven't talked about them. But picked up old Doctor Who from 1970 to 74, Doctor Who Death of the Daleks. So, classic Doctor Who. Then picked up from 74 to 81, the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker, Doctor Who, The Face of Evil. I would love to get classic Doctor Who, but the Doctor Who that I started watching was David Tennant's Doctor Who. This is the complete second series, which is David Tennant is the 10th Doctor, and there was a guy before him, and it's considered the first series, but he's the 9th Doctor. It's weird how they went with the numbering, but This is the series that a lot of people got into. A lot of people, the Doctor Who that introduced Doctor Who to a whole new generation, and the 10th Doctor is considered by many to be a lot of people's favorite Doctor, and he's good. I picked up the second series, picked up the third series, picked up the fourth series. This is where they introduce River Song. Picked up the specials. Instead of doing another season, they just released a couple of specials. And at the end of this special, the 10th Doctor says goodbye to make way to the 11th Doctor. And I like David Tennant, but Matt Smith, I like him a little bit more. And this is Series 6, Part 1. I didn't have. Series 6, Part 2. Series 6, Part 7. No, Series 7, Part 1. Oh, goodness. And Series 7, Part 2. Missing Series 5, which is the first series of Matt Smith. And, oh, God, I forgot her name. Karen Gillan as Amy Pond. And then Karen Gillan said goodbye, and they introduced... I can't believe I'm blacking out her name. Jesus. Clara Oswald. And I liked her too. And then Matt Smith said goodbye. But before that, picked up Day of the Doctor with the 10th and the 11th Doctor, as well as William Hurt as the War Doctor. Cool. And then Matt Smith said goodbye, and then they cast Peter Capaldi. So I'm missing Series 8. But this is Series 9 Part 1 and Series 9 Part 2. So yeah. There's a lot of Doctor Who there. I think it's the longest running British show of all time. It's a good series. I know a lot of people that can't get into Doctor Who, and that's fine. It's not for everyone. But I like Doctor Who. And I'm hoping as my kids grow a little bit older, they'll get into Doctor Who as well. So yeah, lots of really cool pickups. I'll recommend right off the bat Wonder Woman and Doctor Who. I'm sorry if I talked about this, but I got a really good haul of Doctor Who. I still need Series 5. I would like to get Series 1 just to complete the set. And I need Series 8. And I need to sit down and watch Series 12 with the 13th Doctor, who's now a woman, and I know that caused a lot of controversy with people, but I think Josie Whittaker has done a really good job as the 13th Doctor. So yeah, still got at least, for me, 2 more, possibly 3 more pickups to talk about, because a friend of mine was getting rid of his DVDs, and he gave them to me, so now I have even more DVDs to talk about, but I don't want to make too long a video. This one's already going on 20 minutes. So, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until I see you all again, this is Vargas thanking you and signing out.